Hey, crochet besties, Courtney of Creations by Courtney here with you today to talk about how to easily and quickly choose colors for your next crochet project. Yes, choosing colors. Sometimes we get stuck standing in front of our stash, just staring, not knowing what we want to choose because we know we want to use more than one color. So these tips will help make that a little easier in case it's one of those days, okay? So we want to choose our colors wisely because it's the first thing people are going to notice in our crochet. They're not going to notice what stitches we use. They're going to take in the color first. Unless you see another crocheter, then they might notice the stitch before the color. But our color dictates the vibe, the energy, the mood of what we're wearing or gifting, right? Because it doesn't have to be wearables. You know, I love garments, but maybe you're making a blanket, a basket, a tote bag. Whatever it is, the color can definitely change how we feel. And you want to choose colors that you love. Don't choose a color you're like, it's okay. Because you're not going to enjoy the project and you're just going to put it down and it's going to be forgotten. So don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to the yarn. The yarn wants to be used. It's saying, use me to make something beautiful. Okay, at least that's what my yarn says to me. So step one is inspiration. Where do you find your inspiration? I love finding it in fashion and nature. So you can find a photo, either a photo on your phone or something that you find online. And there's going to be lots of colors, but honestly, look at the ones that jump out at you first. Start there. Choose 3 to 5 colors, and then you can narrow it down from there. Or you can add more colors by looking at more sections of the picture. Maybe you have an outfit in your closet that you feel confident in wearing. What is it about that? Is it the shape or is it the color? It's probably both. So choose colors that look good on you, right? Especially when wearing a garment or a shawl, right? And even hats. Look at your closet. Is there a color that you have more frequently? Start there, okay? And then you can also look at home decor, such as some vase or pillows, picture frames, and other knickknacks. You might actually have a theme throughout your house that you didn't realize because you've added things over time rather than doing it all at once. So it's a great way to start. And if you don't have a lot of home decor in your home yet, go to the store, see what they're doing this season. All right, step 2, make it easy. Do simple combos. Right? And you're like, Courtney, wait, what do you mean simple? You're telling me how to make it simple. I mean, even easier, right? You can do monochrome, okay? We have our primary colors and then there's shades of that going warm or cooler, right? So like a navy blue, a true blue, and then a sky blue, right? Or doing black, a charcoal gray, and then a light gray. That's what it means to do monochrome, that it's shades of one color. If monochrome isn't your jam, you can choose colors that are next to each other on the color wheel, right? I think of them as friends or cousins that, again, it add a little bit. It's like adding red and yellow, you get orange, right? So orange and yellow are going to go well. Red and orange can go well. Go with the color next to it on the color wheel. Start with the first color and then use the color wheel. And then complementary colors. They could be a bold contrast, such as purple or yellow. Personally, I love orange and purple. It is a beautiful pairing. And if you don't know, please go find something so you can see what I'm talking about, right? And so that's one way to make it super simple, right? I wouldn't do more than 3 colors in a garment unless you're doing like an intarsia color work where the yoke is the show, right? Where you have 2 or 3 colors there and then the rest of the garment is going to be a complementary neutral or a color, not necessarily a neutral, not neutral like a gray or a beige, but I mean neutral for the other colors, right? So that way you're not overwhelmed. Now with blankets, have fun. You can add all kinds of stuff, especially because you can do things like picture Afghans. So don't limit yourself on bigger projects because there's more space in order to have all of the colors. Now, step 3, the 60-30-10 rule. You may be wondering, well, what is that? I've never heard of it. I hadn't heard of it until recently, so that's why I'm now sharing with you. The trick is keeping the colors balanced. So if you have 3 colors and you don't have the exact same mounts, but maybe have more of one color than the others, that could be your 60%. So making the majority of the project in that main color. And I'm sure you've seen shawls like that where, especially if it's a triangle shawl, starting at the center and as it grows, you do main color. And then you now do small sections in the other 2 colors. So you want to think about 60% of the main color, 30% the second, and then 10% is like the accent. So on a garment, that could be like doing the cuffs on the sleeves, whether they're long or short, maybe around the collar and definitely the hem, and have fun with it. It helps to sketch it out with some crayons, colored pencils, whatever you have on hand, okay? So think about the vibe. I mentioned that earlier. Warm and cozy, earth tones, neutrals. Bold and playful, high contrast, go bright. Or you can do shades of a color. Again, kind of like a glossy versus a matte finish when thinking of paint. That it does change the color, right? Just what would be a more muted or more vibrant shade of the main color. And so these are the 3 steps to make it easy, right? Inspiration, simple combo, and use the 60-30-10 rule for balance. What are your tips for choosing colors so we can help out our other crochet besties? And what color combo are you feeling right now? Right now, anything peach, yellow, just that says summer, that's what I'm feeling right now. And I want to know what you're leaning to for the upcoming summer months. I will see y'all soon to talk more crochet. Keep stitching.